2, and it's 2-2. Gerstenberg still has a bit of an advantage because he'll start on the bottom. Let's take another look.
Jack Logic, all year long we talk about points at the end of periods. How about that escape?
That awareness. You got to know with less than 10 seconds to go, stay behind him and just keep him down. And he didn't do that.
Of course, equal credit to Justin Hoff for getting that point. You got to know 10 seconds to go is gut check time. You got to score something. You got to make the attempt.
Yeah, he did. He kept on moving and got his point, and it could prove crucial at the end.
And you'll watch the final 10 seconds, and you'll see that very important escape. Again, replay tomorrow night at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's tomorrow afternoon. And Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. Wednesday, we'll have Penargil Nazareth wrestling from the Nazareth Blue Eagle Gymnasium. Tomorrow night, we have basketball, and it is a very important look at the team that could very well be in the District 11 4A championship game. East Stroudsburg, only one loss this year, taking on the Notre Dame Crusaders in a very tough gym to win in over at Notre Dame High School. Tomorrow night, Friday night, Liberty Northampton basketball, 10 o'clock. Here we go, 2-2, final 2 minutes at 135 pounds.
Right there, we criticized Bobby Coletta a little earlier. Right there is what Bobby does better than anybody. He doesn't hand out a caution just to hand it out. He called that one on himself. He said, that one's mine, let's get reset. A lot of officials won't do that. I've said before that I think Bobby Coletta, more than any other official, just wants to make the right call. And a lot of times that means that Bobby looks foolish. He'll make the call and then call himself off. And I think he does that more than any other official will too.
Watch out, watch out. The head comes out. The head comes out, and Gerstenberg is in trouble.
This could be a pin.
He is in serious trouble, but he bridges his way out of it. 3 near-fall points for Hoff.
I have no idea how he put Gerstenberg in that much trouble. It looked like Hoff was the one in serious trouble, and all of a sudden it was turned around. There's a stalling against Hoff. A point for Gerstenberg.
Wow, that could be big. That could be big. Let's watch the sequence. Scott, he reached back for the head and then lost it.
Hey, Gerstenberg forgot to elevate with the legs.
Boy, Nazareth coaches are not pleased with the stalling call.
Ray Nunamaker, if you took lip reading 101, he said, I can't believe that.
And it is so big because in escape 5-4, a Gerstenberg takedown, Northampton wins the match.
Hoff working very tough from the top with that same move. He had the far wrist in half. I think this is the move that Nazareth said he was working when stalling was called. I think they said he was trying to work that high half. I think Bobby Coletta said he was just hanging on to it.
Ray Nunamaker still livid about the call.
And what Northampton fans might say, what Northampton fans might say is he called Bobby Coletta over to question his judgment. That should be a team point. I think in a match this big, you don't make that call. And I think Ray Nunamaker knows that. I think he treads the line real well. 5-4, 29 seconds to go. This would be a turning point. And again, it comes down to Northampton needing the last takedown. They've already given up 7 points because they couldn't get it. This could be another 6. They're giving up 3 if they don't. They're getting 3 if they do.
Hoff has to be very careful again of no stall. He's got the takedown. And he's got Gerstenberg in trouble. That's it. We'll get 3 near fall points. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. And it is a 9-4 Hoff win. Another look, Scott. And how big?
Yeah, Gerstenberg just went for the takedown, went for the cement special, had to go get something. He couldn't get it. Hoff just countered it. Great counter for Hoff. Great effort by Chad Gerstenberg, too.
We'll be back.
There's a whole whole new country out there, and you'll find it on VH1's Country Countdown. It's the latest hits from Nashville and all points south. 60 minutes of hot guitars and hearts on fire. Country Countdown. It's your kind of country. Every week on VH1.
140 pounds, Mark Getz, the senior, 16-2 on the year, against Tom Minio, the senior, 15-5 on the year. When we get a chance to catch our breath, the little gamesmanship there at 130, 135, not much happened.
Yeah, I think the move tonight was Whitey to 125, and I think to do that, Don Rohn expects to beat 2 out of 3, topping Hoff Kashner. I think without doing it, he thinks he beats 1 out of 3. He did it and only won 1 out of 3 anyway.
Nazareth, I think, and Jack Logic, we talked about this in the pregame. Nazareth wanted Hoff, Mazzocchi, Kashner, Gerstenberg, but I think they expected the same situation.
Yes, they did, Gary. And now we have basically 7 matches. It might be 4 out of 7. Count your wins and see what happens.
All right, we'll count our wins and see what happens. 10-9 Northampton after 6 bouts.
There's, I would say, a great chance of seeing a cement job here because both wrestlers know how to use it in this bout. We've seen Mark Getz use it, and we've seen it used against Mark Getz. Most notably, Brad Weaver in the Nazareth or Easton Nazareth match. Maybe the key bout that made that one close, Jack. You saw that one.
Yes, Brad got late, and ever since then, Brad has been a more confident wrestler. And if you're looking for something down the line, guys, look at 189. That may tell the tale of this match.
Yeah, and I think everything down the line, as long as it goes according to plan, every pivotal bout becomes huge.
30 seconds to go in the period.
If you agree with Tim Shoemaker and Ted Meitzel of the local newspapers, 140 and 145 should put Nazareth in front for the first time tonight.
Yeah, I think Nazareth fully expects to be in front and then extend that lead. There's the takedown for Getz. No back points yet. Although I thought he had a half Nelson staring him in the face, he passed it up.
2-0, Getz, final 6 seconds.
Not to look past it, Gary, but in the last bout, the score was 5-4 with about 17 seconds to go. If Gerstenberg doesn't give up that last second escape we talked about, it's 4-4. We go overtime. He doesn't have to throw that desperation move. Nazareth doing a lot of real little things exactly right.
Gerstenberg, of course, knew that he had to do something dramatic to win, and that is what cost them the final 4 points. It didn't mean any more in terms of team points. So a good move on his part. Getz leads 2-0.
Scott and Gary, the one thing that we learned from this delay, Nazareth had plenty of time to defend the cement job at practice.
No doubt about it. I think we've seen that from Nazareth and from Easton this year. I think the local teams that wrestle against Northampton and get to see it a lot can defend it very well. And once there's the escape by Minio, I think once you get to regionals and states, the cement job is very much a weapon.
Especially in the early rounds.
It's been a total team effort, too, guys. The wrestlers have defended against it, and the unanimous yelling of choking by the bench has certainly helped.
I really think that is an issue tonight. I think the coaches have made the Northampton wrestlers aware that they may be doing something wrong. I've seen a couple of them break their holds. I don't know if they would have worked or not worked, but I have seen a couple break their holds as Getz gets another takedown.
Getz leads 4-1. Hard to believe that this match was originally scheduled for January 22nd was sold out on January 15th. And here we are wrestling on Valentine's Day, and I haven't seen my wife today.
You and me both. Can't wait till she gets the word that I went to the wrestling match instead of home. Blow out of the meeting early so you can go to the match on Valentine's Day. I think it's a tradition.
30 seconds.
Reaching back, but not able to hang on to the head, was Minio. I think we're still basically in an advantage, no one in this matchup tonight. We have had only one bonus point awarded, and that is the difference in the match, and that came at 112, Roberto beating Cody 23-10. 4-1 at the end of 2 periods.
And I think going in that way, I think that favors Nazareth, because anytime you go against Northampton, you're aware of their potential to throw that big move and get the bonus points. And I think lack of bonus points, really hurts Northampton, because they should be the ones getting them.
And as Jack has so vividly pointed out, they have gotten many, many more takedowns than Nazareth has, and yet it has not helped them in terms of team score.
Yeah, they needed 3 more. They didn't get the one at 103 to get the bonus points, or they didn't get the one at 119 to win the bout, and they didn't get the one at 135 to win the bout.
Gene Wash trying to get the wrestlers back into the center and start. Gets.
Still, in every big match, you can point to a bout and say that was the one. I don't think we've had that one tonight. Escape for Getz as he leads 5-1 now. Last year, it was Rich Kutzler's pin of Pete Eckhart that turned the tide. Northampton heavily favored last year, and Nazareth really came in and put it to him. Rich Kutzler put an end to that when he pinned Pete Eckhart. Came in about 7-9. Eckhart came in about 19-2.
This match last year, 26-23 Northampton, and then in the team duels, completely dominated by Northampton, 32-19.
Yeah, which is what everybody expected them to do in the dual meet as well.
An interesting story came out during the week that had they not been able to get this match in tonight, they might have foregone the team duels next Saturday and wrestled each other.
Oh, there you go.
And that's a story that both athletic directors said was just a joke, basically, and they were certainly not trying to avoid district team duels. We have another injury timeout, so we'll talk about Marsh Disposal Service. If you're cleaning out your unwanted items and it creates a new problem, then you know what you should do with the waste. Just let Marsh Disposal Service be the solution. Hard to dispose of items such as appliances, car parts, furniture, and yard waste are no problem. No job is too large or too small. They'll take just about anything except your ex-spouse. I'm not sure that's a good line on Valentine's Day, but call Marsh Disposal Service at 262.
And it's old.
21.
It's old. We got to update that. You're the chief joke writer now.
I don't write commercial copy.
45 seconds.
38 seconds on the time clock for period number 3. Marquette is in control at 5-1. And there is the Witt brothers, half knit and dim. There are the Witt brothers.
Well, you quit teaching, you lose it, don't you? There's the takedown for Getz.
7-1.
Have we made that announcement publicly just yet on the air?
No, I don't think we have.
Then I'll take this opportunity to say Twin County is proud to have lured Gary Laubach away from teaching, the only profession he's known since college. And I say unequivocally, Gary, the best teacher I've ever had.
Whoa.
And now a full-time member of the Twin County staff congratulations to you and for the people that brought you here.
Well, thank you very much. It's 7-1 is the final score of Getz against Minio. And Nazareth on top for the first time tonight. 12-10, we'll be back.
The Disney Channel presents new episodes of one of our most popular series, Avonlea.
These will be very exciting moments.
The Emmy and Cable Ace Award-winning series continues to attract a variety of exciting guest stars. In December, watch for Diana Rigg and Robbie Benson in an episode full of mystery and suspense.
All will be revealed in due course.
It's a special Avonlea only on the Disney Channel.
You are watching the Lehigh Valley's company of choice, Twin County Cable 4.
£145 for Nazareth Dave Cody, a junior, 16-3, taking on Mike Teglovitz, a junior, 17-7. Nazareth 12, Northampton 10. Takedown by Cody.
There's the escape for Teglovitz, and he has Cody in trouble. He cement jobbed him right there. Teglovitz gets the 2 takedowns. So takedown Cody, escape Teglovitz, takedown Teglovitz. 3-2 Teglovitz. Cody has shown an ability to get stuck in a couple of moves this year. Although he has also shown that he is an outstanding wrestler. Both these schools benefiting from the transfer students. Nazareth, of course, with the Codys. Northampton, of course, with Whitey Clabeau. Maybe the final pieces to these two national powerhouse puzzles.
There's the reversal by Cody. So Cody now leads by a 4-3 score. And we have a Cody limping towards the Nazareth bench.
That's a bad ankle. It looked like it may have been a cramp, but he sat right down on his leg. Now they're rubbing the knee. If we can get another look, it looks like maybe it was banged. He doesn't have any tape there. He's not wearing a brace.
We're going to take another look at our tape to see whether we can pick it out, Jack.
I was talking to Scott during your break. Once again, we were talking about a lot of things last bout, but no bonus points for Getz. So we'll see how that affects the match later on.
Nazareth has won 4 bouts and Northampton 3. And we'll try to pick up the injury here.
The right knee of Getz looks like it may get twisted under there, and it does. That's where he asked for time. So it wasn't banged. It's more of a twist than a bruise. Teglovitz going for that high head lever. And Jack, that's a point well made. And I think it's important not to say that bonus points aren't a factor, but the less that are scored, the more of a factor they become. Assuming that we ever get any.
There's only been one. At 112 pounds. Final 30 seconds of period number 1. 4-3 Cody. This is another big matchup. Teglovitz certainly capable of winning here. And that would be a huge win for Northampton.
Yeah, Cody riding high there, as he did against Russ Snyder of Easton. Snyder reached up, pulled the head of Cody under, and pinned him in a huge upset. Another reason that match was so close. And Cody, again, was riding a little too high there. Now the late points need to be scored by Teglovitz. We'll see how well he explodes from the bottom with 5 seconds to go in the period.
One of the reasons that people thought Northampton would be favored to win here tonight is because of comparative scores with other schools. But in wrestling, that doesn't necessarily tell the story.
It doesn't tell anything. You saw that the score was close with Easton, but the truth is it was close 2 different ways. They wrestled completely differently. And I think coming into the season, you expected Nazareth to be favored. I think you look at the performance Northampton has put on everybody, and you start leaning that way a little bit. There's a caution against Teglovitz. I think the one thing that Nazareth and Easton have both shown is if you can stay out of the cement job, you're going to stay with this Northampton team. But I also think that's a compliment to Northampton in that they can beat top teams without the cement job. This is a shallowish roll as there's a headlock up front and a leg trap. Nazareth likes to use this move, but here it's going to be used against them, and no, the escape is awarded to Cody. 5-3, Cody.
Nazareth has won 4 of the matchups, Northampton 3.
Keglevitz looking for that cement job. I asked Don Roan once, I said, can anybody on the team pin somebody with that cement job? And he was very confident in saying yes. We see them all trying it. There's another one slapped in by Keglevitz. Although he can't get all of it there. Cody obviously knows what's coming and staying low. Now trying to spin around, gets the takedown. Nice job by Dave Cody.
So Cody now increases his lead to 7-3.
47 seconds left in the second period.
Takedowns are now 18-11, closing the gap.
The takedown margin in favor of Northampton is what? 18-11, so Nazareth really closing in, as you knew they would throughout here, as they're closing in on the bout as well.
Escape by Keglevitz, 7-4.
That escape waved off.
Okay. It is waved off emphatically now.
Both officials waving. They're doing nothing but waving.
7-3 is the score.
That call not argued at all by either side. The team that would do the arguing is Nazareth, because they would have picked up a point differential there.
Final 10, second period. Cody leads by a 7-3 score. Scott Jack filled in for you in Easton Peaburg, and we know that Jack leads red and white. You know, he got some phone calls telling him how unbiased he was from Phillipsburg fans.
Sometimes you can fool people.
Cody leads 7-3. And he is on top. Fans want a little more action.
I think they're asking for action from the top. Cody using the arm under the body, trying to roll Keglevitz over, isn't able to do that. Now he uses the far leg and pries him over. He's going to get back points.
Not yet.
Yeah, he's in good position to do it. All he needs to do is come around a little more. Now he's got his own arm tangled up in there. He was in real good position to make that count and couldn't do it.
And 3 near fall points would have been very important, because then an escape takedown would have made a bonus situation. And there is a potentially dangerous hold.
Cody.
Right now, one would think if you're going to have to throw some money down and be a Vegas gambler, you would think that Nazareth has a bit of the edge.
Yeah, you're really going to like Nazareth's opportunities right now as Keglevitz gets the escape. as you got to figure them to win at 52 with Dooley. You got to figure them to win at heavyweight with Musselman. You got a toss-up worked in at 160 with the 2-point lead, with 2 bouts in the bag. Yeah, you got to like that.
However, we have seen that Easton Phillipsburg jinx be thrown up at Phillipsburg from time to time. Just when they look like they're in the driver's seat, they just don't win it. Jack will attest to that. He's seen them all.
Unbelievable.
And Nazareth has not beaten Northampton in quite a while. 7-4 is the final. Dave Cody over Mike Teglovich. It's 15-10 Nazareth. Come on back.
CNN presents an hour of compelling television, each week focusing on important issues affecting our lives. Previously, we've gone undercover to examine the outer limits of medicine, revealed how pollution and overfishing are destroying ocean life, investigated sexual abuse in the Catholic Church, and coming February 20th, has women's struggle to end sexual discrimination led to a backlash called political correctness, when CNN presents Gender Wars, Sunday, February 20th.
152. Ben Dooley, a senior, 11-0 on the year. Jason Davis, a sophomore, 16-4 on the year. Davis, a good young wrestler. Dooley, an outstanding seasoned veteran.
I think Ben Dooley opened some eyes last year at the Elite Duels meet when he went up against 3 horses, held his own, won a couple, and then had a real good year, real solid year last year, and has developed into one of those real studs in the lineup. Although he had an injury problem this year, only has 11 wins, is undefeated, but you know you can send Ben Dooley out there and count on him. Davis, the one in deep. Davis, the one with the first takedown.
Well. One came here tonight with the possibility of Dooley Gumlock, which might have been a classic.
Well, Dodo Gumlock has all the markings of a classic match.
Oh, they're only 41-0.
Yeah, what a bunch of premier matchup we've had tonight. And hey, Wednesday night, we're going to have more of the same. Don't look past Penargel. They've got some outstanding individuals.
There should be some great individual matchups. One wonders if Penargel has the depth that the Blue Eagles have.
You really have to figure Nazareth to come out on top of a couple of the Penargel studs. But really, it's going to be a great show of individual talent that night. Jack, I think you're a little familiar with that situation as well.
I think so. I think it rivals the Wilson-Nazareth battle of a couple years ago. Wilson had all those outstanding studs, but Nazareth just had the depth to get past them.
Yeah, and I think Wilson may even have matched up a little better in those years, and that they could, all their studs, beat Nazareth guys. I don't think the same will be true with Penargel. Another takedown for Davis. Oh my! Dooley is on his back. Davis picking up 3 back points. Oh, this is huge!
Dooley put himself in that position.
Oh my! Oh my! That's a pin. Oh, Davis is over. Oh, the time is out. Oh my!
3 near fall point.
Oh, what about? Oh, what about?
7-1 Davis.
How about Jason Davis changing the pinning hold, throwing Dooley right back onto his back?
Oh, how close. How close.
Not there. There. He just put Dooley right back over. If he picks his head up, that bout's over. I'm here to tell you, he picks his head up, it's over.
7-2, the escape by Dooley, and I'm here to tell you it's certainly not over now. Because Dooley is capable of piling up the points as quickly as Davis just did.
Yeah, and that's one thing Davis needs to guard against. as the underclassman, you mentioned, outstanding young wrestler. That's one move. We got 2 periods to go.
Well, you look for a turning point. We almost saw it, Jack.
Scott, you think best defense now is your offense here, or do you be careful? What do you think?
I think if Jason Davis is a seasoned wrestler, I think he keeps up the attack. You got to go in. You've taken Dooley down twice. You've gotten him in trouble once. Absolutely. You got to keep attacking. I think Ben Dooley has to realize that, hey, I'm 5 points behind here. I need a takedown. I'll let him up, and another takedown, and I'm right back in the bout. Or the big takedown, which is what he's going for here. He's looking front headlock series. I think Jason Davis, if he thinks he can protect the lead against Ben Dooley, is sorely mistaken.
Stays 7-2, 1 minute to go. What advantage we just talked about the Blue Eagles having would disappear if they don't win here.
Oh, this is one you got written in ink in Ray Nunemaker's book. Dooley wins this one.
Boy, oh boy. Dooley has been injured. They might be a little rusty.
Or a little weak, or a little out of shape. But let's not take anything away from the move that Jason Davis put on him. I mean, he put it on him.
And who knows what a few more seconds on the clock would have been.
Oh, that was huge.
Just another sideline. We usually have one official. Hard to hear the clock here, hard to hear the horn. If you have one official and you don't hear the horn, do we have controversy?
No, then you got the timer calls it, and it's the timer's job. The timer is an official. The timer watches the clock. The official signals the fall. The timer says, no, no, no. The clock went off.
And then he runs out of the building.
Then he runs out. To the left, in this case.
End of 2 periods. Dooley only got 1 point in that period. He trails 7-2.
I think you take bottom if you're Jason Davis. I think you want another point. That gives you 8-2. The importance of that 1 point, Gary, is there is such a thing as a 5-point play. There is no 6-point play. You want that escape. And I think if you're Jason Davis, you escape and shoot early.
He's got the head.
Dooley's in trouble again. Now Davis in trouble. Oh.
And an escape is all we get.
Now there was serious strength on Dooley's part as Davis had Dooley in trouble. Dooley able to hang on to the arm of Davis.
Well, you wanted Davis to be aggressive. He's been.
Yeah, he came in too high that time. That was stupid aggressive. Smart aggressive is to come in good position. He came in like a running back and almost got tackled.
I'm sure his father John's in the audience and sweating bullets. Stalemate.
Speaking of running backs, he's one heck of a running back.
Yes, he is. He better not run like a tree like he just did there on the field. He better keep his shoulder down a little bit.
You have seen expressions on the faces of the Northampton wrestlers completely change in the last 2 minutes. They knew they were in trouble. They're starting to feel better.
I mentioned we hadn't seen that bout yet. If this ends this way, this is that bout. Nice ankle pick by Ben Dooley. Jason Davis needs to lean over and grab. Lock in the crotch of Dooley. Don't scissor the head. Ben Dooley will come out the back. I think you give up the takedown right here, Jason Davis.
He did. It's 8-4.
Now, Jack, now you get conservative.
I was just going to ask you, is there any defense to a 5-point play? And you just answered it. Give him the 2-point takedown.
I think if you're Jason Davis right here, you forget that there's such a thing as a Granby roll. You forget that there's such a thing as a side roll. All you do from here on out is stand up, stand up, stand up.
Is hand control important here?
Hand control is immense here because Ben Dooley's only weapon here, with 30 seconds to go, you're not looking at a let him up and take him down. You're looking at a cradle if you're Ben Dooley.
I think stalling is an important weapon here. He's in trouble.
Jason Davis just too strong. Davis just too strong. Jason Davis just used all that little sophomore strength and came right out of it.
And he's going to win it. Jason Davis with the upset of the night. It's 9-4. Northampton now has 13. Nazareth 15. Let's take another look.
We're a little late right there, but that's the move where Jason Davis's strength paid off the most as he gets over the huge upset.
We'll be back.
Twin County will videotape your child for a fee of only $2. All monies will be donated to Lehigh Valley Crime Stoppers. Plus, the state police will photograph and fingerprint your child for free. Kids, you can meet Eureka and Magellan from Nickelodeon's Eureka's Castle. It's all happening on Saturday, February 26th.
We're going to take another look at the Davis-Dooley situation right there. And you're right, Scott, it's sheer strength.
That's all it was.
160 pounds for Nazareth. Travis Dodo, the junior, 19-0. For Northampton, Ryan Gumlock, the junior, 22-0. John Davis is down here with his son, and he's a little happy.
As strong as Jason Davis is, there's one guy in the gym stronger. The guy that just bear hugged him for 2 minutes. John Davis, a real fan of wrestling. And you know, he sat Jason down before the match, and he gave him the good mental talking to mentally get ready for it, to go out there and beat somebody, not lay back and don't get pinned.
2 undefeated Nazareth wrestlers have gone down to defeat tonight for the first time. Sean Topping beaten by Klebov, Dooley beaten by Davis. 2 undefeated wrestlers right here. Do you have a favorite in this match?
Well, I really don't, and I'll tell you why. I think Dodo has really improved this year, and I think one big part of that is from the top. He's now able to turn guys more easily than ever. Gumlock on his feet, you've got to like. He's always been a good takedown guy, but he's always been very workmanlike, very underrated. There is the takedown.
Gumlock 2, Dodo nothing.
But I still think if you ask District 11 fans to list the top 10 wrestlers in the district, I don't think they list Ryan Gumlock just because they don't know him well enough.
Scott, I guess you're going to call him the Rodney Dangerfield of District 11.
Yeah, he really does fit that role. I think he belongs in the top 10. I think he's a great wrestler. I think Travis Dodo is a great wrestler. But I think Dodo has gotten the recognition that Gumlock has not.
Dodo's been down as low as 145 this year. Wrestling 160 tonight. 2-2.
Yeah, you don't know how he got to 45, whether he made it, couldn't hold it, or he made it easily and he's wrestling way up. I think he has enough technique to handle this weight class. I think Gumlock is probably wrestling a little up as well, so it might be a wash.
Gumlock has been the 152. Right now it is a wash, 2-2. That is the way the period is going to end once Bob Coletta blows his whistle. We had time for a caution against Dodo. Dodo will take the down position.
Jack Logic, we've seen Ryan Gumlock for a few years now, and I think he improves every year.
Yes, he does. Like I said, he's just very workmanlike. He knows every move he wants to make, and he just does one really nice job for you.
He does feel comfortable enough on his feet to allow the escape to Dodo. Dodo right in. Nice job there. Points immediately after points is what you like to see. Gumlock, nice defense.
Dodo on top, 3-2. They are neutral.
Carey does get it. 4-3. Still has the arm. Trying to get Dodo in trouble. And Gary, I think the definition of quickness is getting your whole body to a different spot. And I think Gumlock really exemplified that there. His whole body came in and got in on the leg of Dodo. It's not enough to be fast here. Your whole body has to get to where you want it to go. And Gumlock did that real well on that takedown.
It was a beautiful takedown. He has 2 of them in the match. And he leads 4-3. That ties it at 4-4.
Scott, you think you can win this match? By taking them down, letting them up, looks like you may be able to.
And I go back to I don't think you can dominate Travis Dodo on your feet. I don't think you can take him down every single time. I think Dodo is going to get one of those takedowns, and that negates that whole strategy.
Dodo does have a takedown. All strategy negated by a 4-4 tie.
And again, if you're Ryan Gumlock, you can't go out of your game. I mean, that is Gumlock's game. He likes to take it down, let him up. Dodo likes to be on top, especially this year. He has a great counter to a Peterson roll. He'll invite a guy to Peterson him, and then he'll get some back points off it. So I think Dodo takes top when he has choice. In fact, I think Dodo's already had choice. I think he chose bottom. Gumlock again looking for that fireman's carry. He's done well shooting twice, not working from underneath.
And he's coming around. Gumlock does a nice job of stopping the spin. 4-4 at the end of
2. Now, Gumlock has chosen the bottom. Looks for Dodo to try to ride. And what he'll do, Gary, he'll invite the guy to tie up that Peterson combination and then just spin around. So what it'll look like is he's laying behind a guy. His opponent's legs will be sticking straight up in the air, and he'll be picking up back points, if not the fall.
He'll move back to the center of the mat. One more reminder about the new Dodge Neon Automobile of the Year, according to Automobile Magazine. And it's there at Rarick Dodge in Bath, in stock, ready for delivery. Test drive the Neon at Rarick Dodge, located just minutes north of Route 22 on Route 512 in Bath. For a clean deal, come to Bath, come to Rarick Dodge, and just what Scott was talking about almost happened.
Yeah, he's got the move tied up. What he wants to do is spin all the way around the front. I've seen him do it several times this year. And that's where he makes it count right there, but he couldn't do it. Ryan Gumlock gets the reversal. That was the move. Travis Dodo almost made it work. Ryan Gumlock now with the front headlock. Goes in the armpit. That's a great tie-up. He needs to get around behind.
Dodo coming out for the escape.
I don't know if Ryan Gumlock saw it coming, but it certainly looked that way.
6-5. A minute and 14.
That's a move I've seen Dodo pick up 4, 6, 8 points in a bout with. He just lets you tie it up and he just spins right around. It's a real easy move. Didn't make a count there.
It's hard to go to your best move. They've had 6 weeks to get ready for this match.
I think he shows a sign of great coaching because Nazareth's defending the Smith job. Right there, Don Roan probably had it drilled into Gumlock to defend that move.
Yeah, and these guys have competed in the same gym enough without going against each other. I'm sure he's seen that move by Travis Dodo.
There have been no stalling warnings. There has been a caution against Dodo. He trails 6-5.
Gumlock is again looking for that front headlock, and then put his head in the armpit of Dodo. Gives that up. Again, he has done well shooting without tying up. He's tying up here. Another stalemate called by Coletta.
22 seconds. Remember how many important things occur in the final 10 seconds.
Already tonight, we've seen a lot of important things. We've said how often Northampton has needed the final takedown. Now Nazareth needs the final takedown. They've got 15 seconds to do it. The final takedown is a 6-point swing here. It's Northampton's 3 points.
He can't come around. Stalling call against Northampton.
call for one reason, Gary. I don't like stopping the match at that point. I think there's too much action going on. Ryan Gumlock, your winner.
Ryan Gumlock wins 6-5. Northampton back on top, 16-15. Stay with us.
You are a truly strange fellow, Charles.
This thing is big. I mean, it's really big. It's bigger than Watergate.
I am running for Congress.
Read my lips.
A movie anytime you want one. The Movie Channel.
Some things change, like my hair. And I can't remember the last time I thought an experience was far out. Can you? But some things don't change. Families that pull together, songs that make you feel good, great stories that make you laugh. That's the Partridge Family. It's classic TV, and that doesn't change. And that's why there's Nick at Night.
The Partridge Family. Weeknights at 8, 7 Central on Nick at Night.
You are watching the Lehigh Valley's company of choice, Twin County Cable 4.
Well, we're having an interesting situation here as we come back. First of all, happy second birthday to Jessica Spielman, our director Scott's daughter. Secondly, Nazareth had Pete Eckhart introduced and then brought him back. And Northampton sent out Craig Fenstermaker. So Nazareth, I think, had to send Eckhart back out. So Pete Eckhart, a senior, 14-5 against Craig Fenstermaker, a junior, 21-1. And the tide has turned to Northampton.
Don Road wants to sweep these weight classes. He wants Umstead to beat Smith. He wants Fenstermaker to beat Eckhart. The more wild card option would have been Umstead over Eckhart. That's really almost a toss-up bout. I think you really like Fenstermaker's chances here.
If Northampton can win these next two matches, heavyweight will not matter. It'll be 22-15 at least.
Yeah, you're looking at putting a match away right now. I think one reason Nazareth sent Eckhart out, and they didn't have to. You can pull that wrestler back as long as the opponent hasn't come out. I believe that's the rule, but you can't pull him out and send out someone different. Jeff Smith wasn't warmed up. The coaches had a discussion. I don't think that was an issue, but it didn't look like Jeff Smith was ready to go out. Eckhart was ready, and Eckhart wants to make amends for last year when he was pinned in the turning bout.
Eckhart, as we said, a senior, 14-5 on the season. Fenstermaker is a junior, 21-1. 4-1, Fenstermaker.
Takedowns are doubled again. It's 24-12.
And we said early on how they weren't mattering, how the bout was close, even though Northampton had dominated on their feet. But you got to like the team that's dominant on their feet. And indeed, Northampton has begun to swing that momentum toward their side of the gym.
The difference so far is 1 bonus point. Each team has won 5 bouts. Northampton 16, Nazareth 15.
And if you're Nazareth, you're looking for an upset. You need 2 of the last 3 bouts. So you need one of these 2 because you're figuring to win heavyweight. The one guy is Pete Eckhart. You've got to figure he's got a better chance of catching Craig Fenstermaker and pinning him than Jeff Smith does of beating Rick Umstead.
Takedown. Fenstermaker 6-2. The Nazareth fans a little down. The Northampton fans starting to smell it. They smell victory. And we're going to get a little bit of a stoppage here as the chin of Fenstermaker is bleeding a bit. Just a reminder again of our schedule. Tomorrow night, we will be in the Notre Dame High School Gymnasium. And we say that tentatively. We have had Notre Dame scheduled about 5 times in the last 2 years, and we have yet to get them on the air because of weather conditions. East Stroudsburg's coming to town. We'll be there. Wednesday, Penn Argyle Nazareth Wrestling. Friday, Liberty will host Northampton in basketball.
Fenstermaker with the escape and takedown here. He's looking to put this match away. He's looking to protect fall. He's up by 7 and dominant on his feet and bleeding again.
And Gene Wash says put some tape on that. Talk about starting a new job today. A very intelligent move, by the way. Started work at 8:30 and it's now 10 o'clock. Just a normal, average, everyday.
First day on a new job.
About a 14, 15-hour day. But I can't think of a place I'd rather be right now.
Boy, I'll
right
tell you,
here.
the hottest gym in the country right now. Number 2 against number 4 in the country. And Gary, I couldn't think of a matchup in any sport that we've ever had of 2 teams of this caliber we've ever broadcast on Twin County.
Well, you know, the number 1 team in the nation is Walsh Jesuit of Ohio. They beat Cannon McMillan 24-22. Northampton beat them 45-16.
Yeah, tell me how big a joke those ratings are. Easton beats Peaburg and doesn't get ranked. Peaburg's ranked 17th. They lose to Nazareth. Northampton, Easton, they're still ranked. Let me give you another one. Number 9 is Longwood, Long Island, who came in here last year and got hammered 3 times. Number 11, even worse, Parkersburg South, who won 5 bouts against these 3 teams last year, Nazareth, Northampton, and Easton. They're ranked 11th. Give me a break.
Called selling papers in all the states.
Give me a break. I'll tell you what, Parkland, Bethlehem Catholic, Liberty, I bet any of them could beat Parkersburg South.
Wow, throw that challenge out. Jack Logic, the man's mad.
What's funny is the editor at USA Today, isn't it Jack Curley from Easton?
Yes.
And Easton gets no support.
I left Penn Argyle out of that. Penn Argyle would dominate him. Dominate him.
The man's out of control. Jack Logic starting to join him.
There's Eckhart in for a takedown at the buzzer.
And he had Fenstermaker in a little trouble. At the buzzer, it's 9-5. That's a pretty important takedown.
I don't think it is, Gary, only because you need 2 bouts. Bonus points don't matter at all if you win 2 bouts. That's all you need, both teams.
We get another look at the play.
Actually, I say both teams. If Nazareth only wins 2 bouts, this match is still within reach. For Northampton, they don't matter. They need 2 bouts. I think Craig Fenstermaker needs to be aware of that. If he gets in a situation again, get out of it in a hurry. He's got the wrist and half here. He's tried to work this before.
9-5 is the score. 1:40 to go in the match.
Arm under the body is what he's trying to turn Eckhart with. He can go 2 ways with that. He can roll him through like he's doing now, or he can jump out front in almost a lateral drop. He's blocking the head very well, trying to pick up on a front cradle now. So Fenstermaker, even though he doesn't need those bonus points, he's really working for them.
Potentially dangerous.
Scott again, and Gary, it's the first time Fenstermaker's been down all year. So you get a little fatigue later on.
I think he's been close to that weight, and he's far enough ahead where he can afford that. But yeah, once you suck weight like that, he's got 2 weeks. I think Northampton now is aiming for districts and not district duels, individual districts.
Caution on top against Fenstermaker. Perhaps a little mental error.
The caution there, Gary, is because you must display the optional start to the referee. And you saw Fenstermaker's like he was touching a hot stove.
You know, both of you just brought up a very important point, and it's a great credit to these programs. To think that you could have had this meet scheduled for Saturday, postpone it for till Sunday, postpone it till Monday, and have these guys still drop weight and maintain it. Those people who wrestle out there know how disciplined you have to be to do that.
There's the second warning for stalling against Eckhart. I didn't pick up the first one, but there is a point awarded to Fenstermaker for the stalling and the escape now to Eckhart. It is 10-6. I think if there's a time to get defensive, it's Eckhart's time now. He's not going to do it. He shoots in on the leg. He's only up 4. You got to counter against that 4 or 5 point play.
Off the mat, final 17 seconds.
I think you forget about barrel roll. I think you forget about any kind of roll. If you get in and get stuck, you got to get out. Again, 2 bouts, no bonus points. That's all you need if you're Northampton.
It'll be Umstead at 189. And Jeff Smith will be called upon to create a big upset for the Blue Eagles.
Fenstermaker looking for the big one. He was trying to go for the cement job. Instead, he'll go away with a 10-6 victory.
Northampton 19, Nazareth 15. We'll be back.
The Disney Channel presents a music legend. Tina Turner in a revealing special.
Oh, what a life.
From her early days with Ike.
I was a woman in bondage and I stepped out.
To her sizzling concert performances of today. It's an inside look at the queen of rock and roll.
My performance side and my private life is totally different.
Tina Turner, Going Home, only on the Disney Channel.
What time is it? Don't talk the talk. If you can't walk the walk. Nobody plays the NBA like TNT.
Twin County Cable, a world of choice. Twin County Cable, a world of choice. Twin County Cable, a world of choice. Twin County Cable, a world of choice.
Get another look at the...
Burned his hands there. I didn't touch him.
189. Jeff Smith, a Nazareth senior, 9 and 6. Rick Umstead, the sophomore, 16 and 5 for Northampton. And this could tell the rest of the story.
Yeah, this is it, Gary. This is what the match boils down to. I think if you're Nazareth, you really think Zach Musselman can pin Matt Smith again, especially an injured Matt Smith that he pinned last time in the Christmas City tournament. In a match that was really back and forth. It wasn't dominated by Musselman, but he did end up with the fall. But you figure that you'll count on him for the win again. So really it boils down to this.
A win by Umstead, it's over. Unless we get a team point deducted for some reason and get a fall. I think we could safely say that Don Roan would not risk a team point deduction, nor have I ever seen Don get one.
Yeah, he got that angry reputation, and that's never been the case. I don't think you've ever seen that happen against him. Although, you know, that's not to say that if somebody loses, he won't throw his headgear or anything. There's the takedown for Smith.
2-0. Ray Hunemaker on his feet. He's a little upset. They're going to start the injury clock, and I'm not sure what's wrong with Rick Umstead, but he's dazed. He is dazed.
Yeah, he looks real confused, like he got hit in the head or got his wind cut off. He just looks seriously confused under there. We're looking for the cause of it. He's going for the cement job.
20 seconds used on the injury time.
You'll see the cement special applied here. Yeah, maybe just his bridging caused him to cut off the blood supply up there a little bit.
He didn't like where his headgear was either. He had that look you had tonight, dashing into Stabler Arena.
Plenty of time. Real nice reversal for Umstead. He comes around and gets the 2.
2-2 tie, 33 seconds.
Granby roll by Smith. He'll get the escape. I think he'll work out front. There is the escape.
I think one of the keys is Umstead cannot do too much too quick. He just has to win the match and not be too persistent about it.
And the only drawback there, Jack, is in being too cautious and getting out of your game plan. Again, too often when you're looking to do one thing, it's hard to win. I think the first move taught him a lesson there as the period will end.
3-2, Smith.
That move taught him that he can't go for the big one. You're right, he has to get the win first, but we can't be cautious trying to do that.
He has to avoid a sophomore mistake.
Umstead with the optional start and tried to apply the cradle right away. Instead, he swings out to the front. He's still looking for that cement job, I think. Pressing down on the head of Smith. He's going to allow the escape here. There it is.
It is 4-2, Smith.
It's apparent what Bobby Coletta waits for there is the underhook as opposed to the overhook by the top wrestler. He wasn't going to allow that escape until Umstead moved it to an underhook. Umstead again looking for the cement job. I think Smith countered it well enough the first time through that he's not afraid of it this time. Umstead with the cradle. He's going to roll through. He should just push it over, Gary. Roll through is not an issue here. Get your takedown and then go to push it over. Well, he tried to roll through it right away. Right now he's in more of a position to roll through.
Don Roan yelling, get 2.
There is 2 as he knocks Smith to his hip. That becomes 2. He's still got the cradle. He's got Smith in some trouble now.
4-4 is the score.
Anytime you have a front cradle and the man goes flat, he's in trouble. Umstead now works it. Can't get too high. Still no back points. Now there'll be back points. 2 back points so far earned, not awarded. Umstead wants to hang on to this forever. And it's not that long, just until the period ends.
30 seconds.
If the period ends this way, he's got a 6-4 lead, and he can choose his position. You see the time. Umstead hanging on to it. Rolls through. Still only 2 back points being earned.
There it is. 2 near fall points. 6-4. Umstead.
The key 4 seconds here, he has to hold him down.
Oh, absolutely. He's got to jump on top of him. He's got to go double underhook leg wrap. Nothing offensive here. You just hang on.
We'll get another look at the sequence with the cradle and the back points as this period comes to an end. And it will. 6-4. Umstead.
You see, he's over there on the, he's got the head over the top, spins around behind, and right there he locked it up and didn't let go of it for the next minute. You know what that might do further along in the bout, Gary? Your forearms will get stiff hanging on to that for so long, and you'll lose a lot of the grip power in your hands. We'll see if that becomes a factor, although he didn't look any less strong at the end of the period, as we can move back to live action now.
Umstead is on the bottom. He has the 2-point lead.
Yeah, Smith has shown an ability to throw that leg in. He needs 3 back points bad if he's going to ride from the top. Umstead, on the other hand, needs to get active on the bottom. He can't lay there. He's going to get turned.
Scott, what do you think of the strategy? He can take a neutral, on his feet.
I'd rather see him on the bottom, but I'd rather see him active also. You know, if he's going to score points from there, he's got to hit a stand-up right now. I think he's a little winded.
Scott and Gary also, he's probably up at 189 for the first time all year.
Yeah, that's the other side of the weight drop, is that now he's a weight up. Jeff Smith certainly outweighs him. So what that tells you is he's got to use technique, not strength, technique. And you saw he tried to roll through that cradle, couldn't do it. That's all technique. And wasn't able to pull it off, because of the strength move applied by Smith. Smith again in with the legs. He's a big guy to be using legs. You don't see that very often. A little early on that stalemate call, I think you'll hear.
6-4, no points here so far in the third period. A win by Northampton, and this is over. There's the escape.
That's what you got to do from the bottom against the leg guy. Get active, get out. He did a nice sit-out head lever. Here's a quarter Nelson applied by Smith. He's down 3. He needs a takedown and more. Umstead looking to shorten the bout. Ray Nunemaker calling for more pressure on that quarter Nelson.
35 seconds.
I think that escape as big a point as we've seen all night, Gary. He didn't want to stay underneath. Smith was looking real good on top. This is the second stoppage for Umstead now. Only 3 allowed.
36 seconds on the clock. And the fans are preparing to head towards the exit, but nobody's taken that first step yet.
Worst part about being at Stabler is getting in here and getting out, especially with a crowd this size. I think if there's any Lehigh University wrestlers in the stands, they want to see fans like this for their bouts as well.
Yeah, someone was suggesting that they have a Nazareth-Northampton prelim to a Lehigh match.
Everybody'd leave.
Everybody might leave, and why would Northampton Nazareth ever be a prelim to anything?
To anybody.
I think right now technique is very important for Umstead. He can give up the 2, but no 4 or 5.
Yeah, he needs to be aware of that. If he gets in trouble, you can give up 2.
Don Rohn just reminded him of that.
And you're right, Jack. Technique is important in that you don't do anything sloppy. You don't extend on a shot. You block off a lot until you get that first warning for stalling. You shorten this bout up. There's the warning for stalling. Oh, that didn't take long. You don't want another one of those. Now you go, get a leg, that's it. But again, you don't step behind like that. I don't like that move. This is a lot better. Easy on the way down.
He got the takedown.
And he's got him in trouble.
It's over. It's over. Northampton. It's going to end 9-5. Smith got an escape at the end. Does not matter. Northampton 22, Nazareth 15. Northampton is going to win their 43rd in a row.
Gary, I've always said the Nazareth fans are among the classiest in the valley, and they, in turn,